Welcome to Sugar Pills, a practical guide to self-care, where your host, writer, actor, and producer Candy Washington helps you live a more joyful life with a cheeky dash of pop culture news. Be sure to subscribe, leave a 5-star review, and join the conversation on Instagram at Candy Washington. Let's go!
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Sugar Pills, a practical guide to self-care and relationships. And as always, I'm your host, Candy Washington, and I cannot wait to help you lead a more joyful life. But before we dive into today's episode, which is the nice, 7 habits of being a nice girl in relationships that we definitely need to break. This episode, yes, it's for the ladies, but you know what? Guys can get something out of this one too. But before we dive in, be sure to check out the show notes and the description box where you can get extra support. Whether you want to join our VIP Facebook group, grab the Journal to Self-Love journal if you want to grab that, or if you want to get our free Art of Self-Love masterclass and also the Create Your Dream Life series, you can get that as well. So just check out the show notes below and shop our love collection. So with that, let's dive into today's episode, which is the 7 nice girl habits that you need to break right now in order to get the healthy, happy, loving, and respectful relationship that you deserve. So, of course, these 7 habits are probably rooted in a feeling of not feeling worthy, not feeling good enough, not loving yourself enough, not respecting yourself enough, fear of abandonment, fear of things not working out, fear of being left, people pleasing, all of those things, right? Because when we feel that we have to be nice, like we feel obligated to be nice, when we feel that we are people pleasing, it's always rooted in a sense of we're not enough and we have to bend over backwards, not have boundaries, always say yes in order to make sure that the person that we're trying to get love from doesn't leave us. But the truth is, we have to get that love from ourselves first, show ourselves that respect first, and stop being nice, but always be kind. So let's go through the 7 nice girl habits that you need to break right now. The first one is stop saying yes to instant relationships. What I mean by this is if you're on a date, maybe it's a first date or second date, and in your mind, you already know this is my husband, we're getting married, we have 2 kids, a dog, a white picket fence. In your mind, he is the one, this is it, and you are already like ready to jump right in. But you don't even actually really know this person or know this guy. Or if you just think, oh my God, he's perfect, everything's gonna work out, this is it. A, if it's in your mind, that kind of shows up energetically and they will feel that. B, if it's even them trying to jump into relationship status super quickly, you are totally on board with it, that also shows where you're at. And then C, if you're the one pushing for the instant relationship, like, oh my God, you're perfect. This is amazing. You're the one, blah, 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 blah. And it's been super, super early and you want to go from 0 to 100 real quick. That is a big red flag. Stop saying yes to instant relationships. And I'll tell you why. Basically, what you're saying is this person does not have to invest in me. This person does not have to earn the position in my life, right? This person doesn't have to deposit into our relationship and into me and into what we're building together. If you just so freely go from, oh, we're hanging out, you're amazing and great, let's get into a relationship, but that person hasn't actually earned that position or earned that title, earned your trust or earned your love, then that person will take it for granted. I'm not going to say like all people, I don't want to speak negativity, but I'm just talking about overall, right? If you get something so easily and so quickly that you do not have to earn, that you do not have to work for, you don't value it as much. You don't cherish it as much. And you're communicating to that person that you just want love or to be loved or to be in a relationship so bad that you're not actually willing to wait to see if that person actually deserves that position in your life, right? So habit number 1, stop saying yes to instant relationships, whether they're in your head, you're already married and it's just your first date, but in your head, you already know this is the one for you, or if it's actually them wanting to move super fast or you wanting to move super fast. Always know that you are the prize. And a prize is always what? One. So let them win you, let them earn you, let them make deposits into you and the relationship. So they earn the right to be your boyfriend. They own the right to be your husband. They earn the right to be in a relationship with you. Value yourself enough to let someone win you. The second nice girl habit to break is stop canceling your plans and putting your life on hold to accommodate him in his schedule. If a guy calls you or he texts you and he wants to make last minute plans, but you've already got plans. You have plans with your friends or your family, or you have your own plans that you're doing. Don't cancel what you're doing. Don't cancel your life in order to accommodate their schedule. That shows him and it shows you and it shows your friend that you lack integrity, that you aren't going to follow through on your plans. You're not going to do what you said that you would do. And people want to know that the person they're getting a relationship in is a person of integrity, a person that keeps their word, a person that prioritizes themselves, a person that respects themselves. So if you so easily cancel on your friends or cancel on whatever plans you had for yourself just to accommodate somebody else's schedule, basically what you're saying is who I am and what I have going on isn't a priority. It's not as important. And I am willing to be, a people pleaser. I'm willing to bend over backwards in order to accommodate your schedule. I am an option. That's essentially what you're saying to them. You're not the priority. You are an option while you're making them the priority in your life. So if you want to be a priority in someone's life, prioritize yourself first. If you have plans going on and they want to hang out with you, say, hey, you know what? I would absolutely love to see you, but I already have plans with my friends. When's the next time you're free? Let's hang out then. Then you're communicating to that person that you have priorities, you have standards, you have integrity, you're a good friend, right? Because, to be on the other side of that, if your friend drops you, for a guy last minute, that's not cool either. So you're communicating to yourself and to the other person that you are a priority. You keep your word and you have integrity and you expect the same of others. Hey, 2 Black Bean Native, how are you? Mwah! Hello, that's right, you guys. If you're listening on the podcast, be sure to join us over on the YouTube channel as well. That is where you can listen and join in real time as we go live. So with that, let's get back to it. The third nice girl habit is trying to get him to like you before you have even decided if you like them. This is a big switch. This is a big mindset shift. This is a big aha moment, right? Sometimes we go into dating and we think, I need to get this person to like me. I need to be funny. I need to be successful. I need to be attractive. I need to be cool. I need to be interested in what they're interested in, right? You think you have to be all of these things in order to convince this other person that you're good enough to be with. But the truth is, you should go into dating from the mindset of you are the one doing the selecting. Is this the person that's a good fit for me? Do I actually like this person, right? And it's not about if you're good enough or they're good enough, because we're all good enough. It's just, is this person a fit for me? So instead of trying to put on a front or a mask and morph into the person that you think they want in order to get them to like you, know that you are already enough. Know that you are actually the one in the selection process, and know that you're the one showing up to see, is this person actually right for me? So that way you stand in your power and you stand in your authenticity and you show up as yourself. So then if that person does end up being like, yeah, you're great, you're wonderful, it's the real you that they're falling in love with and not your representative. Because if the shoe was on the other foot, you would feel duped, you would feel manipulated, you would feel scammed. So don't do it yourself. You are enough. Show up as your authentic self and put yourself in a position of power. I'm dating to see if this person is right for me, rather than please pick me, please choose me, please like me, please love me. One is from a position of power and one is from a position of neediness. The next is Stop, and this is number 4. Stop saying yes to sex or sexual activities before you're actually ready to do it. If you want, and that's really what you want to do, knock yourself out. I don't care. This is a judgment-free zone. Knock yourself out. Do whatever you want. That's fine. But if you're doing it from a place of, he will like me more if I do X, Y, and Z. I will be able to keep him if I do X, Y, and Z. He won't cheat if I do X, Y, and Z, right? But you don't actually want to do it. You're not comfortable doing it, or it's too soon before you want to. A guy will never like you more because you do sexual things with them. It's just not the case. If a guy truly authentically likes you and wants to be with you, he is willing to respect your timeline. The same way he would expect you to respect his timeline, not rushing, but honoring if he wants to wait or if he wants to not do certain things, right? So honor yourself enough to know that if you're not comfortable doing something, or if you want to wait before you do, and I'm not just talking about sex, but like any type of sexual activity, right? If you're not comfortable with it, or if you're not ready for it, love yourself enough, respect yourself enough to say no and not do it. Because sometimes we do these things in fear that if we don't, they'll stop liking me, they will leave me, they will cheat on me, they'll find somebody else who will, and all of those things. Well, if someone is going to not choose you and cheat on you and leave you and all of that stuff simply because you're not ready, then that person doesn't deserve to be with you. So tap into yourself. Don't feel pressure to do something in order to keep someone. The next is number 5 is stop investing more in the relationship than he is. If you find that you're texting more, you're making all of the plans, you are making everything easy for them, you're always accommodating his schedule, that is a big red flag. Huge red flag. I'm a little more old school when it comes to this. I think in the beginning, in the courting phase, I think the guy should be doing the majority of it. I like to be in my feminine energy. I like to be in receiving mode. I want to be pursued. I want to be chased. I want to be, adored. I like my guy to be more in the masculine, right? So if you find yourself in that position where you're chasing, you're pursuing, you're planning, you're doing all this, that might be a big indication for you to kind of stop, evaluate the relationship, and fall back. Sometimes we actually do the opposite, right? Sometimes when we find a guy who is, kind of, fading out, being hot and cold, kind of pulling back, we kind of get into chaser mode where we feel like we have to do more and more and more and more and more in order to keep them interested. But the truth is, you should do the opposite. If someone's falling back, if someone's being hot and cold, let them go off and do them. Refocus on yourself. And then if they get into the position to earn you again, then sure, that's fine. That's fine. But if you find that you are investing more in a relationship than the guy is, that's a big red flag. You don't have to be nice and make their life easy and accommodate them and reach out to them all the time. No. No, 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 no. The 6th is giving undeserved second chances. So, yes, you want to forgive people. Yes, sometimes things don't work out and you want to have a second chance, sometimes even a third chance. But that chance, again, has to be earned. Whatever that means for you, right? Whatever it means for you to know that this person has put in the effort to win a space back into your life, to win a space back into being in relationship with you, then yeah, give them a second chance. But also know that forgiveness and giving a second chance are two different things. You can forgive someone without allowing them back into your life. So stop giving too many second, third, fourth, fifth chances when the person hasn't earned the right to have that chance with you. Whatever that looks like for you. If they haven't worked on their communication, gone to therapy, or just been attentive, whatever it is, like we all have our own barometer. Like when someone has put in the effort to make amends in a meaningful way, and when someone hasn't, but you just let them back in your life because you'd rather have some of them than none of them. And you are fearful that if you don't, then it'll really be over this time, right? It's really out of fear that we give people all of these chances when they haven't actually proved that things would be different this time. So know, again, like I said before, you are the prize. Know that they should be earning you, they should be winning you, and that you ultimately should be selecting them if you really put yourself on the pedestal and not the other person. And again, not in a selfish way, not in a manipulative way, not in any of those negative ways, but in a very healthy way of saying, you know what? I'm worthy of respect. I'm worthy of love. I give people respect. I give people love. I expect that back. So you're looking for a mutually respectful relationship where they pour into you and you pour into them. Again, I said at the beginning of the relationship, I kind of like for the guy to chase a little bit more. But as they earn, as you get into your groove, of course, it's a little bit more 50-50, but you still kind of want that little bit of, a little bit of tug, a little bit of a chase, a little bit of mystique, right? Not in a playing games way, not in a manipulative way, but in a way that just kind of keeps that spice and that funness in the relationship. But if you're always over giving, you're always planning, you're always initiating, you're always forgiving and taking back, you're not actually creating an environment for the person to show up for you in the way in which you deserve. You're not actually giving that person the opportunity to win you. And last but not least, number 7 is we need to stop doing self-diminishing behavior. This could be being, self-deprecating, like putting yourself down. Oh, I'm so stupid. Oh, I'm so this. I can't believe he's with me. Of course he's going to cheat. I don't do that. Just putting yourself down about things. Well, I don't make enough money. I make too much money. They're always intimidated. Just whatever it is that you're doing that kind of puts yourself down or dims your shine, stop doing that. Show up fully as yourself and don't feel the need to put yourself down or to justify somebody else's poor behavior. You deserve better, and also know that your time is valuable. Make yourself a priority. Make your time a priority. Prioritize yourself first and others will follow. So don't self-diminish. Don't think that you have to shrink and be small and placate. Don't think that you have to talk poorly of yourself in order to be, lovable. You can't be who you are. Don't diminish yourself. Shine freely and brightly as you are. Honor yourself, your energy, your time, your essence, your space, your body, all of that. Honor yourself and expect other people to honor it as well. Put in those boundaries, have those standards, respect yourself. Okay? So there you have it. Those are the 7 nice girl habits to break in order to cultivate the healthy, respectful, romantic love that you deserve. So I want you to comment below. Let me know which one resonated with you the most. Number 1 is stop saying yes to instant relationships. Number 2 is stop canceling your plans to accommodate people. Number 3 is stop trying to get him to like you before you know if you even like him. Number 4 is stop saying yes to sex or sexual activities that you're not ready for. Number 5 is stop investing more in the relationship than he is. Number 6 is stop giving undeserved second, third, fourth, fifth chances. And number 7 is stop self-diminishing yourself. So I challenge you to write down in the comment below which one resonated the most with you and which one do you commit to stop doing today. So with that, if you ever need any extra support or any extra guidance, you can always book some one-on-one coaching with me. That's linked below. You can also pick up the Journey to Self-Love journal. That's right here, which is a great journal. You can join our Facebook group, and you can also pick up the Create Your Dream Life course. So all of that is linked below in the show notes, and all of that is linked below in the description box as well. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and share with a friend, because your glow up journey is always better with a little bit of support. So with that, until next time, everyone, take care of yourself and each other. Love you. Bye.
Welcome to Sugar Pills, a practical guide to self-care, where your host, writer, actor, and producer Candy Washington helps you live a more joyful life with a cheeky dash of pop culture news. Be sure to subscribe, leave a 5-star review, and join the conversation on Instagram @Candy Washington. Let's go!